And we're live. Welcome to the stream tonight, everybody. We have a special live stream tonight. It's time for your predictions. You guys will be voting away here all stream long as we go division by division and set what you guys, the viewers, the subscribers, think are going to be the final standings in the regular season for the NHL this year. This is always a ton of fun to do. We did this before last year, and it was an absolute blast, so I am really, really excited to do it once again. This is a great stream. It's a ton of fun, and I can't wait to get started here. I'm obviously going to give people like 10-15 minutes before we actually start voting, give them a chance to get here, but I love doing this. My predictions aren't going to be coming out until closer to the start of the regular season, but I thought that now would be a really cool time to do it, especially since I haven't really streamed in a while. It'd be a really good time to do it and get all of you guys involved, get everybody engaged. And this is a more fun stream for me because we're actually doing stuff where there's a lot going on with this. We're voting and all of that, and we're trying to, there's an end goal here. It's not one of those streams where we just sit around and kind of chat for an hour and then it's like, all right, well, that's it. Like, there's an end goal here, and there's going to be a lot happening. So I'm really, really excited for this. I hope you guys are too. We got a bunch of people in the chat already. I want to say hello to everyone. Aiden, BTB, Logan, Sharaf, Trevor, Alex, Odell. What's going on, Brandon? Chase, what's up? Welcome, guys. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Obviously, we're going to give people some time to get in here before we start actually doing the voting. But this is going to be a fun one. I'm all ready to go. I hope that I set up the graphics and everything for this right. I think I did. But I was working on that earlier this morning. And this should be a good one. I hope you guys are ready to have some fun. Because there's going to be a lot of debate here. I know that, especially in some of these divisions that I think are going to be really close. Let's see. Caroline, welcome. Aaron, welcome. Kings fan, Anthony, what is going on, everybody? Thank you guys all so much for stopping in and being here. Really, really appreciate it, as always. Guys, you know what's something really, really cool is that we are less than a month away from the start of the NHL season. I am really pumped for that. October 12th is the beginning of the regular season. Preseason games are starting in like 10 days. We're literally like less than 2 weeks away from preseason games. And then regular season comes October 12th. We are less than a month away from hockey. I am super excited about that. I can't wait to get streaming games again. Really, really excited for that. And I think it's going to be a great year here for the NHL and a great year for off-the-wall hockey, hopefully. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun. So I appreciate everyone being here. Yes, Sharaf, sports are coming back. Red Rubber, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Oh, Brandon, I agree. I do think that Minnesota is going to be an interesting team. Profion, what's going on? Welcome, especially since they don't have Kaprizov under contract yet. That's going to be, they really need him back. They can't afford to not have him back. Oh, yeah, the big questions there, Kings fan. Absolutely. They're going to be a super interesting team to see if it goes really well or really not. Do I think Kaprizov will be a point-per-game player this year? Well, first he needs to sign. I mean, right now he's not signed yet. But if he does sign in Minnesota, I mean, I think he can push for that. I don't know if he'll be around there. It wouldn't surprise me if he has like 70, 75 points, but he definitely has the capabilities to be a point-per-game player. And if he has a big year again, if he goes out and scores 40 goals, then yeah, he definitely will be a point-per-game player. I wouldn't be totally shocked if he came in a little under that, but at the same time, he is more than capable of doing it. Hawks are going to be one of those really interesting teams, much like Philadelphia. A ton of changes this year. I just did my Chicago season preview, just came out today. I did a most interesting team video about Chicago as well earlier in the offseason. They're a team, like I said in the video today, it wouldn't surprise me if the Hawks finish second, and it wouldn't surprise me if the Hawks finish sixth. Like, they could go either way. really, really interesting team, and it's going to come down to, what is Marc-Andre Fleury still a Vezina, is he going to be a Vezina level player again? Is Seth Jones going to bounce back after the worst year of his career last year? What's Jonathan Taves going to look like? There's a lot of questions with the Hawks, and it's going to be really interesting. It could go really, really well for them, or it could be another disappointing season if those guys don't step up, for sure. Yeah, sports are nearly back, Kings fan, absolutely. First, so the order is going to be Atlantic, Metro, Central, and Pacific is the order for the 4 divisions. Hey, Michael, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Yes, Coyotes are in the Central this year. Seattle goes into the Pacific. I think Seattle's going to be a cool team. They're not going to have much offense, but they're going to be really, really good defensively. And, I mean, they're going to be competitive in that division. The Pacific is not very strong this year. They're going to be competitive. I don't know if they're a playoff team. I almost lean towards them not being a playoff team. But I don't think they're going to be, like, they're not going to be at the bottom of the standings. They're going to be in that playoff race for that, like, 3rd, 4th, 5th spot in the Pacific, I think. Aiden, what's going on? Welcome. Joey, what's up? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. CL's in the chat. What's going on, CL? Welcome. I think Lindell probably starts in the AHL, and then we'll have the chance to be called up later in the year, Anthony. But if he has a big preseason, then he definitely could steal a spot for Florida. But they're pretty deep to begin with, so I feel like it's more than likely he's going to start in the AHL. But, I mean, we've seen it before. Big preseasons can earn you a roster spot really quickly. Yeah, I think Fleury's going to be fine, Profion. I'm not really worried about Fleury. But he is in his late 30s now, so there is a possibility that there's some drop-off there just because of his age. Yeah, Central's definitely going to be difficult, as is the Metro, in my opinion, Brandon. THG, what's going on? Welcome. Mapman, welcome. Matthew, what's going on? Welcome in. Hey, happy early birthday. Hope you have a great one. Absolutely, Kings fan. That 3 and 4 spot in the Pacific is absolutely wide open. I think any number of teams out there, any of those mediocre teams could take it. 100%. Let's see. Yeah, I just don't think Seattle has enough offense right now with their roster the way that it's currently constructed. But they are going to be a very good defensive team. I don't think they're going to give up a lot of goals. They're not going to score a lot of goals, but they're not going to give up a lot of goals either. That's what looking at their roster, that's what I'm expecting. Erwin, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, Fleury's past that point, Profion, for sure. He's not partying like he's 25 again, definitely. He's definitely more of a family guy at this point, and an older player. He's definitely going to bring a veteran presence to that locker room. All right, looks like we got a pretty good amount of people here, guys, and I really, really appreciate that. So thank you all for coming in. Thank you all for stopping by. There's been some Fleury had his fun back in the day, Profion. Back in like those early Penguins days, like he was drafted in what, 03, and those early Penguins days. There's some great stories about that. Those whole Penguins teams were a lot of fun. But I feel like he's probably not going out as much now. And what is he, 36, 37 now? But yeah, I mean, I don't think he was ever like an out of control partier, but I think that those Penguins teams had some fun back in the day. All right, guys, we're about ready. I think we're ready to get going here pretty soon because we got 20 people here watching, and off-season streams usually don't get much more than that. So I'm I'm ready to go. We're going to be using straw poll like we did last year. Yeah, he's 36. I thought so. Let's see. Anthony's standings for the Atlantic: Tampa, Florida, Boston, Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, Detroit. That's and then I would assume Buffalo at the end. Yeah, I mean that's not too far off. I think for what I'm thinking, I'm not too far off. So, or that's not too far off. So we'll see what you guys vote as we go into the voting here. This is gonna be fun. We'll be using straw poll, which means I'll just be dropping the link in the chat. You don't need an account or anything. You literally just click the link and then vote on the poll, and it goes to it. It's super easy if you've never used it before. Honestly, after just doing it one time, you'll figure it out. It is really, really easy. It makes this really easy on me. I obviously would use the YouTube poll, but there's a limit of how many options for answers you can put on the YouTube poll. So obviously I need 8. So straw poll allows you to do as many as you want. So we're gonna get ready here. We're gonna start with the Atlantic Division. I gotta get set up here. Let's see, Atlantic Division predictions, and here we go. We'll get the 1 through 8 ready. All divisions have 8 in them this year, with Seattle coming in and Arizona moving to the Central. Everything is even. 4 divisions, 8 spots in each of them, and that obviously evens out the league, the conferences, and the divisions. Yeah, straw poll is very, very easy to use. Yeah, Patriots Jets on Sunday, THG. Can't wait for that. I'll definitely be watching. Yeah, that is nuts, Kings fan. That is nuts. All right. But anyway, we're going to get into it here. I'm going to start typing up the first poll. We're going to start with the Atlantic Division. So, we're going to start there, and we are going to do bottom of the standings first and work our way up towards the top. So, let's see. We got all the teams. So we're going to start with who finishes 8th in the Atlantic Division. And I just got to type out all the team names for answers here. All right, we got the Bruins, the Red Wings, the Maple Leafs, the Panthers, the Canadiens, the Senators, the Sabres, and the Lightning. That is your Atlantic Division. We're going to create that. And I'm going to copy the link here. Going to post it in the chat. I'll post it a few times, you guys. All you guys, yeah, 8th should be an easy vote. But, Atlantic Division here. I'll post it in the chat. Just click on that poll, put your vote in, and I can check the results, and we'll take a look at what you guys think. We got 3 votes in already. Give you guys a minute there to get your votes in. So 8th in the Atlantic. Who is coming in dead last in the Atlantic Division this year? That's what we're voting on right now. Just click that straw poll link, get your vote in. We'll see what the results are, and the votes are pouring in here. And we have a runaway leader already here. 10 votes are in. We have a runaway leader. I think this is a pretty obvious one. I'll give it another few, the 30 seconds or so. Hey, Michael, awesome. Underwater's here. What's going on, Underwater? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Make sure you get your votes in, guys. Once another 10 seconds or so, we got 12 votes in, and this one's an absolute runaway. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure of how this one is going to finish. So as you guys have voted, this one is pretty obvious. Let me see where we at. The Buffalo Sabres, 8th in the Atlantic Division. I'll make that a little smaller. You guys have Buffalo coming in last, so that's obviously no surprise there. And we're going to get the poll ready for number 7 now. So let's see, 7th in the Atlantic. Let's see, everyone except Buffalo is still alive. So let's see, Bruins, Panthers, Lightning, Maple Leafs, Canadiens, Senators, and Red Wings. Those are the 8 choices. Copy and paste. Avi, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Yo, HCH is in the chat. What's going on? John, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. What an absolute legend. John is in the chat. Straw poll is in the chat, guys. Let me know who you think is going to finish 7th in the Atlantic this year. Obviously, you guys voted Buffalo to finish last. So, we'll see how this one shakes out. And, all right. We got 4 votes in, 5 votes in. And this one's a tight race. This one's a tight race between 2 teams that I was expecting it to be a tight race between. All right. Did I miss anyone else coming in? Caden, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. Let's see. Avi's here. What's up? Welcome. Really appreciate everybody in the chat tonight. Thank you guys so much. This is a lot of fun. This is a fun stream. We did it before last season too. And I got a Pink Whitney drink ready here. Pink Whitney Ginger Ale Mix, the classic. Cheers to everybody watching. Cheers to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys all so much for being here, supporting the channel. Halloween merch on sale now in the merch store. Links in the description. 2 new designs, 2 returning designs from last year. That's going really well so far. That'll be available for September and October. And hockey's almost back. Channel's back, firing. Cheers to everybody. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Absolute legends in the chat. Damn, that is good. All right, let me check the poll here, see where we're at. All right, I'm going to give you guys the 10-minute warning, 10-second warning. If anyone hasn't voted yet and wants to, just click on that last straw poll that I popped in the chat. And, yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there, John. Hockey is almost back. Regular season hockey is less than a month away. It's unreal. Caesar, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. All right, let's check the results here. Votes are in, and you guys have the Detroit Red Wings coming in 7th in the Atlantic Division. Whoops, the Atlantic Division this year. So, we'll throw... Whoa, stop. Oh my god, this thing is gonna snap to the side, which is gonna be really annoying. Hopefully this doesn't mess anything up. Whoa. Alright. Detroit in at number 7. Lock that in, and we will move on now. New poll for 6th place in the Atlantic Division. Bruins, Lightning, Panthers, Leafs, Canadiens, and Senators. Those are the 6 teams remaining. Copy link, throw it in the chat. Just click that straw poll, guys, if you want to vote. It's super quick and easy. No need to sign up or have an account or anything like that. It just takes you right to the poll and you get to vote. Really, really easy. And we'll see how this one goes. Can't wait to check the results on this. Let's see. Oh boy, this one's a runaway. This one is a runaway. I'll give it, obviously, a few, 30 seconds more. So we've got 8 votes in, 9 votes in, 10 votes in. Hockey Froggy, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Chase, I can't change the description every link. There's going to be literally like 32 different links, so it's in the chat. All right, let's see. We got 16 votes in. This one's an absolute runaway. You guys are voting the Ottawa Senators to come in 6th place in the Atlantic Division this coming season. So, Ottawa coming in 6th. So, we've got Buffalo at 8, Detroit in 7th, and Ottawa in 6th here in the Atlantic so far. And we will lock that in and get ready for number 5. Let's see. Who do we got coming in 5th in the Atlantic this year? Let me get it typed up. 5th in the Atlantic. Bruins, Lightning, Panthers, Maple Leafs. Create, copy. New straw poll in the chat, everybody. Drop it a few times so everyone can click it. And we'll see who you guys vote to come in 5th in the Atlantic Division. Mantha's not on the Red Wings anymore, Profion. He's a Washington Capital. He got traded. He got traded at the deadline last year. All right, let's see. Avi says vote Leafs. Avi trying to get the Leafs picked here. Let's check the results, see how they're going. I am not voting in this. Just so you guys know, I am not voting in this. This is your predictions. My predictions will come out before or closer to the start of the regular season. I'll obviously do a prediction video and everything. This is all you guys. Your votes matter. And let's see. This one, we got 19 votes in, and not a runaway winner, but a pretty solid winner here. A pretty solid winner here. With 52.63% of the vote, you guys have decided. Actually, I'll give you guys like 10, 15 more seconds. If there's any last person. There's any last people that want to vote. We got 20 votes in. Now they only have 50% of the vote, but yeah, it's a pretty close. Well, it's not. No, it's not really that close. They're being voted ahead by 25% here. You guys have selected the Montreal Canadiens to finish 5th in the Atlantic Division this year. Obviously, that's not how all of you voted, but that is how the majority of you voted. So, Montreal in the 5 spot. And that now means it is time for me to find out who you think finishes 4th. And we're moving this along at a pretty good rate. Obviously, I don't want to be here. I don't want this to take too long where people can't be here for most of it or don't want to be here for most of it. So I try and keep it moving at a decent rate here. We've only got 4 teams left to choose in the Atlantic. Bruins, Lightning, Panthers, and Maple Leafs. Who do you think is going to finish 4th? I'm dropping the straw poll link right now. 4th in the Atlantic Division. 4th in the Atlantic Division. Oh boy. All right, this one's looking like a runaway. I'm a little. Oh, all right, nope. Now we got another team trying to catch up. We got another team starting to catch up a little bit. This is a hotly contested one right here. All right, now they're starting to pull away a little bit again. All right, they're starting to move a little bit away again. Right now, it is a majority. It's over 52% of you. 17 votes are in, though. Now 18. Hey, Dino, what's going on? Welcome. We haven't gotten to Central yet. We're just getting started. We're doing the Atlantic right now. Kirill, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. We got 19 votes in. I'll give you guys another like 15, 20 seconds. Get those votes in. And now this one actually is, this one's a majority. 60% of the votes on the first place team for this right now. 4th in the Atlantic Division. And it looks like it is going to be you guys selecting the Toronto Maple Leafs to finish 4th in the Atlantic Division this year. I'll make that a little smaller. Oh my God, can this thing stop jumping around, please? Getting a little annoying. Oh God. There. All right, we'll lock that in. Toronto, 4th place. And that leaves 3 spots remaining, the guaranteed playoff spots in the Atlantic Division, the top 3. Now, it'll be interesting to see who gets the wild cards between the Atlantic and the Metro, if one division sends 5 and the other 3, or if it's split 4 and 4. But the top 3 spots are guaranteed playoff spots, and we are right now guessing 3rd in the Atlantic Division. And we're down to 3 teams. The Bruins, the Lightning, and the Panthers. Creating the poll now. And dropping it in the chat. Here we go. Brian, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. What's going on, Chase? Hey, I'm glad you found a way to vote. Nice, nice, nice. Very, very happy about that. Good to see. Love you getting in on the votes here. Let's see. Results. 3rd place in the Atlantic Division. And holy cow, is this a tight one. Yeah, this is going to get really close now. This is a tight one. We actually have a tie. Now it is not a tie. 13 votes are in. We've still got a lot of people that haven't voted yet. These last few polls have gotten 20+ votes, so we've got people that haven't voted yet. This is really close. This is really, really close. All right, guys, we got 18 votes in. I'm going to give you another 20 seconds. If you haven't voted yet, just click that last straw poll link that I dropped in the chat. 19 votes. 20 votes are in. Another 10 seconds, guys, and then I'm closing the voting. All right, that's going to do it. And you guys have selected the Boston Bruins as the 3rd place team in the Atlantic Division this year. You guys have Boston coming in 3rd and nabbing one of the guaranteed playoff spots in the Atlantic. And that leaves 2 teams left. We are almost done with the Atlantic, which means this. Now pay attention, because this poll is going to be for 1st place. This is not voting who comes in 2nd, because it's only down to 2 teams. So who is going to win the Atlantic Division this year. And it comes down to either the Tampa Bay Lightning or the Florida Panthers based on your voting so far. So your choices are Lightning or Panthers, and you are voting for who you think is going to finish first and win the division. Vote for who... Click the straw poll link and vote for who you think wins the Atlantic Division this season. This is, I have a feeling, going to be... I have a team in mind that I think it's very likely going to be voted, but we shall see. And no, this is much closer than I thought it was going to be. This is much closer than I was expecting. Let's go. Let's go. This is fun. The Sabres have always been in the Atlantic, Anthony, and the Carolina has always been in the Metro. That is nothing new. That's where they've always been since this divisional alignment. Holy cow! You guys are shocking me. No, Yandel is not in Florida. Yandel is in Philadelphia now. Yeah, this is shocking me. We've got 18 votes in. Any last voters coming in, click that straw poll link and get your votes in. We've got 18 votes so far for first place in the Atlantic Division, and this one has surprised me. We've got 19 votes in now. Oh boy, this one has surprised me. Wow. 20 votes in, 21 votes in. You guys have the Florida Panthers winning the Atlantic Division this year. Wow. All right, here we go. You guys got Florida on top, and obviously that leaves the Tampa Bay Lightning, the defending Stanley Cup champs, in second. So with the voting done, this is what you guys have decided the final standings for the Atlantic Division to be for the 2021-2022 season. Florida in first place, Tampa Bay in second, Boston in third. Those three teams are guaranteed playoff spots. Toronto in fourth, very possible a wild card team. Montreal in fifth, also possibly a wild card team. And then the Senators in sixth, the Red Wings in seventh, and the Sabres in eighth. Sens, Red Wings, and Sabres would have no shot of making the playoffs if they were to finish in those positions. So that is your Atlantic Division for next year based on your votes. And we are going to move on now to the Metro. So let me get this set up here. Metro Division. And we are going to start, obviously, with 8th place in the Metro, who you guys think is going to finish dead last in the Metro. I know who I have for this pretty handily, but we'll see what you guys think. Got to get all these typed out again. Let's see. I want to make sure I get the teams right off the top of my head. Whoops. Okay, create. No, copy link. Yeah, John, Islanders basement status. 8th in the Metropolitan Division. Get your votes in here. Who do you guys think is going to finish dead last in the Metro this year? Let's see. This is going to be a tough division as you get higher up, I think. But it's going to be really interesting to see what you guys come up with. I think 8th is pretty much locked in, but we'll see what you guys think. I agree, THG. I agree with you 100%. All right, let me check how we're doing on the votes here. Let's see if my thoughts are similar to yours. Oh, this is closer. All right, this is way closer than I was expecting. Way closer than I was expecting. Wow. All right, it's starting to get a little more. It's starting to get a little more what I was expecting now. This one team's pulled away. This one team is starting to pull away. It's now much more what I was expecting. Okay. All right, you guys have selected the Columbus Blue Jackets to finish 8th in the Metropolitan Division this year, which is exactly who I also expect to finish 8th in the division. They've had a rough off season. They draft well, but they've lost a lot off their NHL roster, and it's not looking great for Columbus this coming year. So you guys have them at number 8. And that is not shocking to me. And after all the votes are in, they got 65% of the vote. So that's a pretty substantial amount. Definitely majority there. So now we're up to 7th. So, and I think based on your voting in the last one, I think I know who you're going to pick for this. But anyway, let's see. Whoops. Dropping it in the chat right now. Dropping it in the chat right now. 7th in the Metro Division. Let's see what you guys come up with for this one. And based on your voting for the last one, I have a pretty good idea of who it's going to be, but we'll see if those results match my thoughts. And yeah, by a lot. Wow. Only 7 votes in, but this one's an absolute runaway so far. Absolute runaway so far. I don't think it matters. All of you that have voted, I think, have made the choice. Even if like another 10 votes come in, I don't think this is changing. Oh, it's starting to get a little closer here. But we do have 19 votes in already, so. All right, I'll give you guys like another 10 seconds to get any last-minute votes in. And then we'll lock this one in, but it's 65% of the vote. Yeah, this one's looking like it's pretty obvious. Let's see. 61% now. Yeah, I don't think they're getting past. You guys have selected the New Jersey Devils to finish 7th in the Metro Division this year. And see, I think the Devils have a lot of potential. I think they're going to be better than people expect, but I still think they're probably a year away from being a true contender. I think they're going to be a tough team to beat. I don't think they're going to be easy wins against the Devils this year, but I still think they're a year away from actually taking that next step and moving up to where they can compete for like 4th or 5th in the division. I don't think they're quite there yet, so I'm not surprised here that you guys have New Jersey 7th. And while I do think they're going to be a lot better than they were last year, I still think they're a year away in New Jersey. Hey, what's going on, Joseph? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. We are doing the Metro Division right now. And we are looking now for who's going to finish 6th in the Metro Division. Get the poll in the chat as soon as I can. Hurricanes, Capitals. Stars. Boom. Create. Copy link. Throwing it in the chat right now. 6th place in the division. God, I love doing this before the season. I love doing this subscriber predictions with you guys. This is such a fun stream to do. And obviously is really interactive too and gets everybody involved. So super excited for this. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Votes are starting to come in. 6th in the Metro. Let's see what you guys got. April, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Ace is here. What's going on, Ace? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Whoa, this is wild. Hey, Nate, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Wow, I am definitely a little bit surprised by this. I am definitely a little bit surprised by this. We got 19 votes in. Make sure you guys, if you want to vote, just click the straw poll link that I'm dropping in the chat. You don't need an account, no sign up, nothing. It's super easy. You just click the link and get to vote in the poll. It's really, really easy. And we are voting right now on who's going to finish 6th in the Metropolitan Division this year. And I am surprised at who you guys have picked as of right now. Although I definitely don't think it's wrong. Like, I don't think it's necessarily wrong. I think it's a very real possibility that we could see some serious drop off here with this particular team. That it is not out of the question. A very old core, a really bad defense group. Their D core is terrible. When you really go through and look at this team's defense core, it is not good. Losing a certain player this offseason is really going to hurt them defensively as well. I don't trust the goaltending tandem. I think they're both fine 1Bs, but neither of them are a true starter. So I don't think you guys are necessarily wrong here. I would not at all be surprised if we do see drop-off in this team. At the same time, they're always good in the regular season. We'll see. But you guys have voted the Washington Capitals to be the 6th place team in the Metropolitan Division this year. And again, I don't think that that's out of the question. I mean, that's obviously a lot lower than we're used to the Capitals finishing, but there's a lot of issues with this team. They're old, they have unproven goaltending, and they're very, very shaky on the back end. Their D-core is not good. So, I don't think it's impossible that we could see that. I don't think it's impossible. All right, next up is 5th place. 5th place in the Metro Division. Let's see who you guys have there. This division in itself is very tough because I think other than Columbus finishing at the end or last, I don't know. I feel like a lot of these teams could finish in a wide variety of places, and it's not out of the question. Like, I think predicting this division is going to be extremely difficult because really spots 1 through 7 could be a number of different teams. All right. All right, 5th place, guys. Who do you got? Dropping the link in the chat. Get your votes in for 5th place in the Metropolitan Division this year. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Petrie winning the Norris would be a shock to me. Very much a shock to me. Hey, Erud's here. What's going on, Erud? Welcome. Thank you for being here. No, I have no say in this. I'm not voting at all. This is all you guys. I will be doing my predictions. I'll do a prediction video like always at the start or right before the start of the regular season. Mikhail, what's going on? Of course I remember you, dude. You're in the stream all the time. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be an interesting vote, guys. Again, like I said, I really think, like, every team, like, 1 through 7 in this division could be in multiple different places. Like, this is going to be an extremely difficult division to predict, just because really nothing is set in stone, other than I do think Columbus finishes last. Like, I don't see much happening that makes Columbus not finish in last place, but other than that, all of these other teams could finish in a wide variety of places, in my opinion. So, this is going to be a really difficult one to predict. And yeah, I mean we've got all kinds of votes for all different teams here. We actually have a tie right now. 23 votes are in, and we have a tie right now. Somebody's got to break this tie. Yo, we need one more person to vote. There's literally a tie right now for 5th place in the Metro. I'm going to drop the link one more time. Somebody who hasn't voted yet, please get in there and drop a vote on who you think's going to finish 5th. We can't have a tie. Bruh. I don't want to have any say in this whatsoever, so I don't want to be the tiebreaker. Caroline, you don't need to have a special website or anything. You literally just have to click the link. Yo, now we have a 3-way tie. We've got 24 votes in, and we have a 3-way tie here. We have a 3-way tie between the Penguins, the Rangers, and the Hurricanes. And I could literally see any of those teams finishing 6th. Oh my god, now we still have a 3-way tie. Oh my god, I do not want to be. Alright, oh, we got it! The tie is broken, the poll is closed, we are done. The tie, oh my god, now what? Now like 3 more votes just came in. Alright, that's it. We're done. 28 votes. We're done. 32% of the vote goes to this team. You guys have voted the Carolina Hurricanes to finish 5th in the Metro Division. Penguins are being overrated like usual. They're not a contender anymore. Their goaltending is suspect, to say the least. And Pens will probably be okay in the regular season, but they once again will not win in the playoffs, which they haven't won in the playoffs in a long time. And yeah, I agree, Core Python, 100%. Penguins are overrated. They're gonna be a first round exit again this year. They'll probably make the playoffs because they have like Crosby, Letang, Malkin, they'll be good enough to make the playoffs, but they won't go anywhere in the playoffs in true recent Pittsburgh fashion. All right, new poll, time to go for 4th place. Time to go for 4th place in the Metro. And we are down to the last few teams here. Let's see who's still on the board. The Flyers, the Penguins, the Rangers, and the Islanders. Copy and paste. Let's see who you guys got in 4th. I think I know who this is going to be. Oh, yeah. This one's been an absolute runaway so far. Exactly what I was expecting here. Shesterkin is the runaway #1 goaltender for the Rangers Profion. Shesterkin, I think, is going to be a Vezina finalist within the next 2 years. Either this year or next year, Shesterkin is going to be a Vezina finalist. That kid is absolutely unreal. I remember watching him in the AHL in Hartford and just being like, wow, this guy is gonna be a future star in the NHL, and he's gonna put up some big numbers this year, I think. I'm a huge Shesterkin fan. All right. Now we got a tie again. 27 votes are in, and we got a tie again. One team is catching up. One team is catching up. Oh, now we got to pass. We got to pass for first place. We got to pass for first place here, and I can't say I disagree. I honestly, I agree with this, but we'll see how this shakes out. We still got some votes coming in. We got 30 votes in now. I don't know how many people are watching right now. All right, pretty much everybody that's watching has voted. So, I think, 32 votes are in. Now, like, literally everyone's voted, I think, are pretty close to it. And this team is starting to take a little bit bigger of a lead. All right, I'm going to lock it in. You guys have voted the Philadelphia Flyers to be the 4th place team. I agree. I definitely still have questions about Philadelphia. I don't think there's any guarantee that they're a playoff team this year. Now, I think if their moves that they made this offseason go well, especially like Ryan Ellis and Rasmus Ristolainen, if their defense is better, I do think that they can absolutely be a playoff team. But at the same time, I don't think it's a guarantee. So, Philly in 4th, definitely a real possibility, I think. And they're going to be, again, that's why I did the most interesting team series. They're going to be a team to watch this year for sure. But we're moving on now to number 3. Who do you guys think is going to finish 3rd in the Atlantic Division? We are almost done with the Eastern Conference here. Oh, Metro Division. Sorry, I just said Atlantic. That's my bad. Metro Division. Let's see what teams we have left. We have the Penguins, we have the Rangers, and we have the Islanders. And let me get this copied. Hey, JDS Sports, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. We got anyone new coming in here? Is Jace here? What's going on? Rob, what's going on? Yeah, Sabres are nice 8th place in the Atlantic this year with an AHL roster. Aiden, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. What else did I miss here? Trying to say hi to everybody as they come in, but also trying to run the poll and do everything else too. So I apologize if I miss you, but let's see. Oh, we've got a tight vote going here. We got 19 votes in already. We got a tight one going. Let's see how this shakes out. Hey, Vernon, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. And, hey, you got Halloween merch on the way. Let's go. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that, Vernon. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. We got a majority winner here so far, but we got 23 votes in. Let's see. Get your votes in if you want them to be counted. We got over 30 in the chat. If you want to vote, just click the straw poll link. It will take you right there. Get your votes in. We've done the Atlantic, Jace, and now we are on the Metro. And then we'll be moving over to the Western Conference here once we're done here with the Metro. All right, 25 votes are in, and this one is getting more one-sided as more votes come in. All right, I'm going to give you guys like 15 seconds, another 15, 20 seconds if you haven't voted yet. Last chance to. I'll drop the link one more time in the chat. And then I'm going to lock this one in. And yeah, with every new vote that comes in, this one is getting more one-sided, so. Hey, Vernon, I really, really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the support. That's unbelievable. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, less than a month. October 12th will start the new regular season, Erud. I am so pumped to have hockey back, man. Can't wait to be calling games again. Super, super excited. All right, this one I'm locking in. You guys have selected the New York Islanders to finish in 3rd place in the Metro Division this year. I mean, I feel like Islanders could finish, you know, a variety of different places. Like, I definitely think they'll be top 4, but they could finish, I think, in any of the top 4 spots. Islanders are going to be a fun team, or an interesting team this year. And you guys have selected them for 3rd. So that brings us now to the final vote. And remember, for the final vote, we're not voting on 2nd. We are voting on 1st. Who do you guys think is going to win the Metro Division? And it comes down to the Penguins or the Rangers. And like I said, I think the Penguins are probably going to be fine in the regular season this year. I just don't like their chances come playoff time. But in the regular season, I mean, Pittsburgh could absolutely win the division. They won their division last year. It's definitely possible. It's definitely a team with that talent level. I just don't think that the goaltending and defense is going to hold up in the postseason. But as far as regular season goes, I don't see Pittsburgh, you know, really dropping off that much. And Rangers, I mean, honestly, I'd be a little surprised if the Rangers won the division, but I would not be surprised if they make the playoffs. I definitely think they can be a playoff team, but I'd be a little surprised if they won the division. But there's definitely a ton of young talent there in New York, and that Rangers team is on the come-up for sure. I mean, Crosby's not going to miss that much time, Logan. Crosby is not going to miss that much time. And back to an 82 game season, the first month, I mean, as long as you're good the rest of the year, you can have a terrible first month and still be fine. So, I'm not overly worried about it. I mean, I think the overration of the Penguins THG is that they're legitimate Stanley Cup contenders. I fully think Pittsburgh's going to make the playoffs. I think they're a good team. But I don't like their chances of being able to put together a deep playoff run unless they get a real goaltender that can win in the postseason. That's not Tristan Jarry or Casey DeSmith, who both should probably be backups. I don't think they're going to go deep into the playoffs, but at the same time, I still think they can be a very good regular season team as they were last year. All right, we got 24 votes in, and we have a decently close race here. We have a pretty close race here. I'm gonna drop the link a couple more times in case there's any last minute votes that need to come in, guys. But first place in the Metro is up for grabs. We got 25 votes in, and we haven't had any new ones. So I'm gonna give you guys another like 10-15 seconds, and then we're gonna lock this one in. Let's see, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're locking it in. You guys have selected the Pittsburgh Penguins to win the division in the Metro this year. So again, like I said, very good regular season team. Wouldn't necessarily surprise me if they did win the division. Again, I personally don't have super high hopes for them in the playoffs just because of the history over the last few years and mostly because of the goaltending. But regular season, they're always a good regular season team, so that doesn't surprise me at all. And that would then put the New York Rangers in second place, and that will finish off the Metro standings. So, Artemi Panarin, Mika Zibanejad, reigning Norris Trophy winner Adam Fox, Jacob Trouba, somebody who I think is going to be a Vezina candidate, and Igor Shesterkin in goal. Rangers have loads of young talent, and I think I don't know if the Rangers are going to be second place good, but I definitely think they can compete in this division this year. And hey, if they stay healthy and things go well, they could maybe be this high in the division. And I think they need a lot of things to go right for that to happen, but there's obviously loads of young talent in New York, and they're going to be a really, really interesting team. So these are your final Metro Division standings as was voted on by you guys. We've got Pittsburgh in first, the Rangers in second, the Islanders in third, the Flyers in fourth, Carolina in fifth, Washington in sixth. That one caught me a little by surprise. New Jersey in seventh, and the Columbus Blue Jackets down in eighth. So that is going to do it for the Metro. That is going to do it here for the Metro, and we are going to move on to the Central Division now. And let's get things started here. Let me pull up Straw Poll again, and we are going to get 8th place in the Central. Queued up here. Let me see. Central Division teams. We have the Jets. We have the Wild. We have the Blues. We have the Avalanche. We have the Coyotes this year. That is new. We have the Predators. And we have the Blackhawks. And I'm missing one Central Division team. Why can't I think? Who am I missing? Jets, Wild, Blues, Avalanche, Coyotes, Predators, Blackhawks. Who am I missing? It's going to be some team like, how did I not remember? Stars! Dallas Stars. Thank you, Jace. That is correct. The Dallas Stars. Okay. Poll is created, and we'll get the link in. All right, Central Division. Link is in the chat. Who do you guys think is going to finish in 8th place in the Central Division this year? That is dead last. And to me, this is obvious. Looking at their rosters, this is obvious. Honestly, this should get 100% of the vote, but probably won't just because it's a vote. But I don't know. I have a clear-cut last place finisher in this division. I hope this poll finishes 100%. Oh, someone ruined the 100%. That's all right. Yeah, this one is obvious to me. But we'll see how you guys shake it out. Only 13 votes in. I don't know if a lot of people are abstaining from voting in this one or just because they already know who it is, but we got over 35 people in the chat. We only have 13 votes in the poll. Hit that straw poll link, guys. Get those votes in. I mean, this is obviously a very one-sided poll right now, but Yeah, all right. For the sake of moving this along, we know who this is. We're just going to do it. It's the Arizona Coyotes, who you guys have coming in 8th place. I mean, their roster is absolutely putrid this year. Arizona might not win 20 games. I'm dead serious when I say that. In an 82-game season, Arizona might not win 20 games. They could be an all-time bad team this season. But that is quickly going to move us on now to 7th. Who do you guys think is going to finish 7th in the Central this year? And let me see. We've got the Hawks, Blues, Wild, Avalanche, Predators, Jets. Oh my god, I keep forgetting like one Central team. Oh, I can just look back on this one. Oh, the same one again. So we've got the Blackhawks, the Blues, the Wild, the Avalanche, the Predators, the Jets, and the Stars remaining. Who is going to finish 7th? I'll drop the link in the chat. And we can get those votes in. Honestly, Profion, I think the Coyotes would finish dead last in the Pacific as well. I think them in Buffalo will be like runaway awful teams this year. Honestly, I think they'd finish last in the Pacific. They're worse than Anaheim, in my opinion. All right, here we go. 7th in the Central is up for voting right now. 7th in the Central. Yeah, I literally keep forgetting the Stars. I have no idea why. I keep forgetting that the Stars exist. I watched like a good amount of their games last year too. Like there were quite a few Stars games on NBC last year, and I watched a good number of them, and I just keep forgetting about the Stars. All right, this is actually a pretty close vote, guys. This is actually a pretty close vote, and we only have 12 votes in. So we need some more participation here. We got 30 plus people in the chat, and we only have 12 votes in. Again, this stream is all you guys. It's all your votes. I'm not voting at all. I have no say in this whatsoever. Get those votes in. Let me know who you think is going to finish 7th in the Central. I want to see at least 20 plus I want to see at least 20 plus votes on this. All right, we got 15 votes in. This one's starting to get a little more one-sided here. Starting to get a little more one-sided here. Ace of Spades, what's going on? Welcome in, Ace. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. Again, guys, all you have to do is click the straw poll link in the chat. It's really easy. Doesn't require any sort of sign up or anything. You just click the link and just vote. All right, I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds. Any last votes coming in, get them in now, and then we're going to lock this one in. And we have a winner with 40% of the vote. And that's going to do it. We're locking it in. You guys have selected the Nashville Predators to finish 7th in the Central Division this year. That would definitely be a tough year for Nashville, but definitely possible. They're always, like, Nashville has some good pieces, but then has some big question marks as well. We'll see what happens this year. You guys have them finishing 7th. And in a tough division like this, definitely wouldn't say that that's out of the question. So we're going to move on now. Next vote will be for 6th place. And I'm going to write down the stars first since I keep forgetting them. Stars, Avalanche, Blues, Blackhawks, Jets, and Wild. Hey, I remembered them all this time. Create, copy, and here we go. 6th place in the Central Division. Your votes coming in now. Let me know what you guys think. That is what makes this stream run and what makes this stream happen. Who do you guys think finishes 6th in the Central? Let's get those votes in and see who you are choosing. This is going to be an interesting one for sure. This division, I think, as we get closer to the middle, is going to get really, really interesting. So let's see what you guys select here. 8 votes are in. I know we got more people watching than that. Let's go. This stream only happens with participation. This is why it's subscriber standings predictions, because you guys got to participate. We have a tie. Nope, we had a tie and now we don't. We had a tie and now we don't. Spin that wheel. What's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. And now, wow, now we have a tie again. Jude, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. We've got a tie again. 13 votes are in, and we've got a tie again. Woo! All right, come on. We got to get these votes in. Click that link in the chat. It's super easy. It just takes you right to the poll. All you have to do is click which team you think is going to finish 6th. 15 votes are in. And we've got a team in front. Austin, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. And 16 votes, and now 17 votes, and the tie is broken. Now it's a tie again. This one is coming down to the wire. We've got 18 votes in. We've got 2 teams tied at 33.33%. Somebody's got to break this tie, and it's not going to be me. This is all you guys. I have no say in this whatsoever. This is your subscriber predictions, viewer predictions, what you guys think is going to happen. We are tied right now. 19 votes are in, but the top 2 teams both have 31.58%. We need another vote to break this tie. I do not want to do it. I want to have absolutely no say in this whatsoever. How many people we got watching right now? We got 32 people watching. We should have more than 19 votes. Let's get them in. Let's see. Your voice matters. Your vote matters. Laura, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to see you in the chat. Just, let's get it. Oh, we got a 20th vote, but it was for somebody else. And we still have a tie at the top at 30%. I'm going to drop the voting link one more time. Come on, somebody break this. Next vote, whatever vote breaks this tie, I'm locking it in at that. Oh my God, another vote for somebody else. No, this tie is broken. We're locking it in. The tie is broken. We're locking it in. Thank you guys so much for voting. You guys have selected the Dallas Stars to finish 6th in the division. I'm going to make this a little smaller. 6th place belongs to Dallas according to your votes. And we'll move on now to 5th. Thank you guys so much for getting those votes in. Very, very much appreciated. And next up is 5th on the docket. Fifth in the Central. And the remaining teams, we have the Blues, we have the Blackhawks. Whoops, I can't type. We have the Avalanche. We have the Wild. And we have the Jets. Link is going in the chat. Windy City, what is going on, Nick? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Did I see that Sasha's in the chat as well? What's going on, Sasha? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Cheyenne, what's going on? Welcome in. I just dropped the straw poll link in the chat, guys. Get your votes in. We are right now voting for 5th place in the Central Division. Who do you think finishes 5th? This is your predictions for this season in the standings, and we've already got a tie at the top. And now that tie is broken. Let's get these votes in. Yoshi Bros! What's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. We got the votes piling in here. We got a tie at the top again. This is a tough division. We've got a 3-way tie at the top through 20 votes. We've got 20 votes in. We've got a 3-way tie at the top. We need some more votes to come in and break this tie. Don't forget, it's super easy to vote, guys. Just click the straw poll link and pick which team you think is going to finish 5th. No sign up required, no account, no login, nothing. It's super easy. Just click the link. All right, we've had the tie broken. We'll see if any last-second votes come in. I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds, and then we're going to lock this one in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We got a tie again! Oh, no, we need some more votes to come in. All right, we need at least one more vote. Someone's got to break this tie. It's not going to be me. I want no say in this whatsoever. This is your predictions. This is all for you guys. Yes, we did the Metro, Ace. We did. We've done the Atlantic and the Metro, and now we've moved on to the Western Conference. And we're on the Central. 25 votes are in. We have a tie at the top. We need somebody to break this tie. God, I knew that the middle of this division was going to be such a tight one. Come on, one more vote. How many people do we have watching? We got 31 watching right now. We got 25 votes. Somebody, please, who hasn't voted, break this tie. Pittsburgh landed as winning the division, Ace. People voted for Pittsburgh to win the division. I'm going to have to break this tie, aren't I? Come on. I don't want to say in this. 26 votes come in and we're locking it in. You guys have selected the Minnesota Wild to finish 5th place in the Central Division. Whoops. So there is Minnesota locked in the Central at 5th place. And that's going to bring us now to number 4. So I will get that poll ready in as quickly as possible. 4th in the Central, and we still have the Blues, the Blackhawks, the Avalanche, and the Jets as the 4 teams remaining in this division. I will get this link in the chat. Vote for 4th place right now. Link in the chat. Straw poll link. Let's see the results. See who you guys have for 4th place in the Central Division. as the votes roll in. We've got a tie again. 11 votes. Oh, now the tie's been broken. But again, 12 votes are in, 13 votes are in, and we've got a tight race between two teams right here. We've got a tight race between two teams here. This is so much fun. Thank you guys all for coming tonight, watching the stream, voting, being a part of this. It's really interactive. It's a lot of fun. It's great to have all you guys get votes in and get your voices out there and your votes out there for where you think teams are going to finish. I absolutely love doing this stream before the season, and I really appreciate you all being here. Watermelon, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. Yeah, Buffalo wins the cup. That'll be winning people a lot of money, because I bet you if you bet right now $1 on Buffalo winning the cup, that would still land you a massive return. That'd be something to see for sure. Washington landed 6th in the Metro, Jude, which was definitely lower than what I was expecting for sure. Definitely lower than what I was expecting. But anyway, this one appears to be pretty locked in. 24 votes are in, and we've got a somewhat decisive winner here, so we're going to lock it in. Yeah, honestly, Nick, it almost is worth it, but it's almost worth it, but not quite, because Buffalo has pretty close to an AHL roster this year. All right, let's see. You guys have got this one. Yeah, this one's pretty locked up. You guys have the Chicago Blackhawks as the 4th place team in the Central Division this year, and honestly, I definitely could see that. Absolutely could see that. So no complaints from me there. We're going to move on now to 3rd place. 3rd in the Central. And we have the Jets, the Avalanche, if I could spell avalanche properly, and the Blues remaining. Dropping that link in the chat. Dropping that link in the chat. Get your votes in. 3rd place in the Central Division. Who do you guys have in 3rd? This is the first of the guaranteed playoff spots. Although, I'll say this right now. I think 5 teams from the Central are making the playoffs and only 3 from the Pacific. But either way, these top 3 are the guaranteed playoff spots. Hey, this one, well, it's not super tight, but you could run up another team. The 2nd place team could run up here. No, actually, as more votes come in, this one is getting a little bit more one-sided. 2/3 of the votes belong to the same team. Okay. 20 votes are in, and yeah, this one's not remotely close, really. So it looks like I'm gonna be locking this one in pretty early. Yeah, this didn't take long. I'll give another 10 seconds or so for you guys to get your votes in. Just click the straw poll link and get your vote which team you think is gonna finish 3rd. But this one seems pretty locked in already. Yeah, you guys are on it. All right, St. Louis. You guys have the St. Louis Blues finishing 3rd in that Central Division this year. We'll make that a little smaller, make sure we have room. Shoot, I shouldn't have messed with that. I had it in a good spot. We'll just slowly work that down. Whoops. Too far. Shoot. Oh, God. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, Blues are locked in. So you guys have St. Louis at number 3, and that is going to bring us now to the last vote, which, remember, is not for second place. It is for first. You're going to vote now on who you think is going to win the Central Division, and then whoever doesn't win this poll obviously comes in second. We have the Blues versus the Avalanche. Again, if I could spell Avalanche. For first place in the Central Division this year, Link is going... Oh, no, not the Blues. My bad. That was really dumb. Sorry, I messed up. It's not the Blues. We just did the Blues. It's the Jets and the Avalanche. That was really stupid. My apologies. Hang on. It's the Jets. First in the Central. Jets and the Avalanche. Hey, I spelled Avalanche right that time on the first try. No, it's Jets versus Avalanche for first place. Who do you guys think wins? First in the Central, Jets versus Avs. Who do you think wins it? We already have a 50-50 tie. All right. Oh, now it's getting a little more one-sided. Wow, votes are pouring in here and it's getting more one-sided. Wow, all right, this one's almost a runaway. Jeez. It is. 84%. I don't think that's going to be topped. I don't think anyone's coming back from being down 80%. Oh, now it's 80 to 25. That doesn't even add up to 100. What? $21 votes are in. Yeah, we do this once a year. Avi's right. We do this once a year. It's a really fun stream. We do the subscriber predictions before the season starts, and this one seems pretty locked in. You guys have Colorado winning the division in first place. Whoops, shoot. Oh, this thing's getting annoying, honestly. Make it a little bigger. And you guys have the Jets in second. So that's going to do it here for the Central. So these are your final Central Division standings based on your votes. Colorado winning the division, Winnipeg in second, Blues in third, Chicago finishing in fourth, Minnesota in fifth, Dallas in sixth, Predators in seventh, and coming in dead last, the Arizona Coyotes, which I wholeheartedly agree with. And that is now going to bring us to our final division. It is the Pacific, the weakest division in the NHL, in my opinion, which in a way leads it to be one of the most interesting because I think a ton of spots are going to be wide open in this division for some very mediocre teams to fight over. And we are going to start with, who do you think finishes dead last in the Pacific, 8th place? Let me see. I'll get this up in the chat as soon as possible. Kings, Ducks, Sharks, Golden Knights, Oilers, Flames, Canucks, and the newcomers, the Seattle Kraken, making their NHL debuts this year. So let me know in the chat, guys, or let me know in the poll. Link to vote is in the chat, the straw poll link that I'm dropping in the chat. Let me know who you think is going to finish 8th place, dead last in the Pacific this year. I think I have a pretty good idea of who you're going to vote for, but We shall see. And nope, my original thoughts is all right now it's starting to be a little bit more than what I was expecting, but we'll see as the votes come in. This is fun. There you go, Ace. Let's see. Wow, this is not the team I was expecting you guys to pick in first place right now, although it is still very close. 16 votes are in, it's still very close. So now 19 votes are in, and it's still close. All right, let's see. We got 26 people watching right now. How many votes do we have? We got 21 votes in the poll. We're getting almost every... Oh, wow, this team's taken over. Now it's more than I was expecting. Now it's the team I was expecting, although the vote is still very, very close. I'm going to give you guys another 20 seconds or so to get any last-minute votes in. Just click the straw poll and vote for which team you think is going to finish in 8th. But right now, let's see what we got. We'll see if this changes at all. We got 21 votes in. All right, no more votes have come in, so I'm going to assume that this is the final. And you guys have selected the Anaheim Ducks to finish last in the Pacific this year, which is the team that I think is going to finish last in the Pacific this year. So I am with you on that. You guys have Anaheim coming in at number 8, and we will move in now to 7th. Which I think I know who you're going to pick for this based on the last vote, and I have to say that I agree with you. But I'll get this in the chat as quickly as possible. We'll see if that actually is who you guys pick. Hey, Parappa, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Let's get those votes in. Everybody, click the straw poll link. Who do you guys have finishing 7th in the Pacific this year? 7th in the Pacific is up for voting right now as we are on our final division of this stream. And so far, we've got 7 votes in, and they're all for the same team. This is exactly who I was expecting. Exactly who I was expecting. And also who I think is going to finish in 7th this year. This team is not good. This team is really, really bad. NFK Gaming, what is going on? AK47 Plays, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat. We are voting on our subscriber predictions right now, where we think teams are going to finish. At the end, guys, I'm going to go through all the divisions again, so you guys can see what the final votes were for all the divisions. We are on our last division of voting right now. That is the Pacific. And 18 votes are in. I don't know how many more we're going to get, but this one is pretty much a runaway. I don't know if we're going to get any more voters coming in, but doesn't look like it. So I'm going to lock this one in right now. You guys have selected the San Jose Sharks to finish 7th in the Pacific Division this year, and I have to say I wholeheartedly agree with you. A bunch of overpaid old players on that team who aren't good anymore, virtually no depth whatsoever. I think it's going to be a long, long year in San Jose and a very painful rebuild is on its way for the Sharks. But that will bring us now to who's going to finish in 6th. 6th place in the Pacific is up for grabs. And this is where I think things really start to get interesting in this division. We've got the Oilers. We have the Flames as a possibility. We have the Canucks as a possibility. We have the Kraken, the Kings, and the Golden Knights remaining. Let's see who you guys think finish in 6th. I can't wait till I put my predictions out before the season starts, because there are definitely going to be some differences from what you guys picked based on what I'm thinking right now, but it's going to be fun. Yo, Austin, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat, bro. And I hope you're enjoying that Stanley Cup win. Seems highly, highly unlikely that Tarasenko is going to get traded, David. No. Pretty much everyone is saying that he is going to be on the St. Louis Blues to start the season. Blues could not find a trade partner for Tarasenko. So get those votes in, everybody, for 6th place in the Pacific. We've got a winner right now by about 12%, but that could change with any last-minute votes. Just click the straw poll in the chat to get your link, get your vote in. We only have 16 votes in, so there's definitely some people that haven't dropped a vote yet. $17 votes, and it makes it an even bigger. 18 votes, and it's getting bigger and bigger. You guys are putting Seattle here. All right, so you guys are putting the Seattle Kraken in 6th place in the Pacific Division this year. So votes are locked in. You guys have Seattle. And, yeah, you guys got the Kraken coming in 6th in their first season of NHL action. And that is now going to bring us to 5th place up for grabs now in the Pacific Division. So we've got the Oilers, we've got the Flames, we've got the Canucks, Golden Knights, and the Kings as your options for 5th place. Yo, Alex, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Good to see you in the chat, my man. Yo, Windy City just became a star member. Thank you so much, Nick. Really, really appreciate that. Let's get that member hype in the chat. Member hype in the chat for Windy City. Just became a star member. Welcome to memberships. Thank you so much, man. Really, really appreciate that. And don't forget to get your votes in as well in the straw poll, guys. We're up for 5th place in the Pacific Division. And we've got 10 votes in, and it's a absolute one-sided affair right now. We'll see if that continues as more votes come in, but you guys seem pretty dead set on who's going to finish 5th here. Yo, Nick, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Kyle, what's going on? Welcome in. Holly, welcome into the chat. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. We're finishing up the Pacific Division here with our voting. on the standings, on where you guys think teams are going to finish. 17 votes are in. We've got a pretty clear winner right now. Not an insurmountable lead, but I don't think there's many more votes to come in, though. We'll see. We got 26 watching. We got 17 votes in. Not everyone has been voting. Some people are just here watching, which is perfectly fine. Lammy, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds for any last-second votes, guys. I'm going to drop the link one more time to get your vote in, and then give you guys 10 more seconds to get any last-minute votes, but I'm pretty close to locking this one in. Glenn, what's going on? Thick, what's going on? Welcome. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. We're going to lock this one in. You guys have voted the Calgary Flames to finish 5th in the Pacific Division this year. So you guys have Calgary coming in at number 5. And that's going to bring us now to 4th place for our next vote. 4th in the Pacific, and the teams remaining: the Golden Knights of Las Vegas, the Edmonton Oilers, the LA Kings, I don't know why I was blanking there, and the Vancouver Canucks as your options for 4th place. And I'll drop the link in the chat right now. Get your vote in on the straw poll link in the chat. Have your voice heard. And who do you think finishes 4th? Let me know. Let's see here as the votes come in. What we're going to get is a 4th place team in the Pacific Division this year, which I think the Pacific is overall very weak compared to the others. Which is going to make it interesting in its own way, because I think a lot of these, especially like 3, 4, 5, 6, those spots I think are very up for grabs. We got 14 votes in. Hey, Jailbreak! Thank you so much for subscribing. Really, really, really appreciate it. Let's get some new sub hype for Jailbreak. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Let's see, we got 17 votes in. It is a pretty close race right now between two teams. I'm not going to say who. It's up to you guys to vote. I have no say in this whatsoever. This is all your voting. But it's a pretty close race between two teams right now with 19 votes in. I'm going to drop the link one more time and give you guys another 15 to 20 seconds or so to get any last minute votes in, and then we're going to lock this one in. Hey, Thick, thank you so much for subscribing as well. Really, really appreciate that. 20 votes in and we've got a tie. Oh no, we've got a tie. Somebody's got to break it. Somebody's got to break it. And it's been broken. Wow, okay. 21 votes and the tie has been broken. Another 10 seconds or so I'll give you for any last second votes, and we're going to lock this one in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to lock it in. You guys have voted, I think by one vote, the Los Angeles Kings to be the 4th place team in the Pacific. You guys have LA at number 4, and they've got a lot of young talent, but with that youth, certainly come some questions as well. No doubt about that. So you guys have LA at number 4, and that is going to bring us now to 3rd place for the next one. Let's see. Yeah, Glenn has been around for a long, long, long time. Under 100 subscribers, and the channel's grown quite a bit since Glenn first subscribed, for sure, but love seeing longtime subscribers still here. It really, really does mean a lot, and thank you so much for still being around, Glenn. Really appreciate it. I'm glad that you enjoy the channel. 3rd place in the Pacific Division. This one is coming down to the Oilers, the Canucks, and the Golden Knights. Dropping that in the chat. I started the channel in October of 2017, Austin. Although I really didn't start like working at it really. I didn't start really working at it until 2019, but it's technically it started early on in October of 2017, and I had no idea what I was doing when I started it. But it's come a long way since then, and I've started putting a lot more effort into it here over, I would say, the last, like, 2 years for sure. Yeah, I didn't even have that many subscribers in 2017. It was 2018 playoffs was when I got into over 100 subscribers. And from that point on, I had more. But I didn't hit 1K until November of 2019. So I would say like from the start of the 2019-2020 season on is when I've like really focused on the channel. Dino, I am from southeastern Massachusetts. I live about an hour south of Boston, pretty close to the Rhode Island border. And my favorite team is the Boston Bruins, but I cover the entire NHL on this channel. Fans of all teams are on this channel, and this is a league-wide channel where I cover the whole NHL. It was a Pink Whitney and ginger ale mix, Kyle. All right, let's see. We got 20 votes in here. We've got a pretty clear-cut winner for third place in the Pacific, so I'm going to go ahead and lock this one in. You guys have put the Vancouver Canucks as the third place team in the Pacific this year. So now it comes down to the last vote. Who do you guys think is going to finish first? Remember, this is not a vote for second place because it's down to the final two. This is a vote for first place. So who do you think is going to win the Pacific Division this year? It comes down to the Oilers or the Golden Knights. And this is going to be the last vote of the stream here. Then we're going to go over all the divisions and take a look at what you guys chose with your voting. So this one, first place in the Pacific. Shane, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Jailbreak, mods are not just handed out here. Mods are earned on this channel. People who are mods here have been on the channel for a long time and very active on the channel for a long time. So that's how you get mod here. If you're active and around for a significant amount of time, then you have a chance at mod. But it's something that has to be earned. Because mods have an actual job, especially during games. Mods have a very important job during games. So they have to be people that I know will do a good job. No, Austin, my predictions will be coming out closer to the start of the season. I'm not doing my predictions here. This is all you guys. My predictions are gonna come out closer to the start of the year. Brian, what's going on? Welcome. Shane, yay, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Let's see. Am I forgetting anybody? Hey, no problem, Thick. Yeah, that's my team. 18 votes are in. We've got a winner as of right now. If any more you guys want to vote, I'm going to drop the link a couple more times, get any last-second votes in, and then that's gonna finish it up here. Whatever team finishes, you vote first, finishes first. The team that loses finishes second. Yes, I will be hopefully streaming at least 1 or 2 preseason games, Ace. I'm not sure what's gonna be televised as far as preseason goes. But if there are televised preseason games, I'm gonna do at least a couple of them, hopefully for sure. As soon as hockey is back on my TV screen, I want to be streaming. Absolutely. All right, we got 19 votes in, 20 votes are in. I'm gonna give you guys another 10 seconds or so to get any last second votes in, and then we're gonna lock this one in. I mean, I don't hate any teams thick. I mean, I love hockey, and I'm just a big fan of the NHL, so I don't truly hate any teams, but as a Bruins fan, my least favorite is certainly the Montreal Canadiens. Just Bruins, Habs, I mean, that's the way it's gotta be. That's the way it's gotta be. Hey, there you go, Nick. That is awesome. You're going to be at the Blackhawks Blues preseason game in Kansas City. That is sick. I mean, if they're on TV, Erod, I'm going to do what I can. I mean, I don't know what's going to be televised and what's not as far as the preseason is concerned. But anyway, we're going to lock this one in. You guys have the Vegas Golden Knights winning the Pacific Division this year. So we'll put them up there in the first spot. And you guys have the Edmonton Oilers. Shoot, I just hit something. Coming in second. Let's make that a little... There we go. All right. So that is going to finish up our voting here. That is going to finish up the Pacific Division. Thank you guys all so much for participating here. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. This was a really fun stream. As I love doing this. We did it before the season last year. I was really glad to do it again this year. This was a lot of fun. And I'm going to take you guys through all the divisions based on how your voting panned out. So let's take a look here. We've got first the Pacific. You guys have Vegas finishing first, Edmonton finishing second, Vancouver third, LA fourth, Calgary fifth, Seattle sixth, San Jose in seventh, and rounding it out in eighth with the Anaheim Ducks coming in last. So that is your votes for the Pacific. Yes, we'll do this again before next season, Aiden, as well. This is always a really fun stream. But that's the Pacific. Now the Central. You guys have the Colorado Avalanche coming in first. Winnipeg finishing second. The Blues in third. Chicago in fourth. Minnesota in fifth. Dallas coming in sixth. Nashville in seventh. And coming in last, the Arizona Coyotes. So that is what you guys have for the Central, and that is the Western Conference. Luke, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. In the Metro Division, you guys chose the Pittsburgh Penguins to win the Metro this year, with the New York Rangers coming in second place, the New York Islanders coming in third, Philadelphia coming in fourth, Carolina in fifth, Washington. This was probably the biggest surprise to me out of all of your picks, was Washington dropping all the way down to sixth. But that's where you guys have them. New Jersey in seventh, and the Columbus Blue Jackets coming in last in eighth place. And finally, that brings us to the Atlantic Division, where you guys have selected the Florida Panthers to win the Atlantic Division, the Tampa Bay Lightning to finish second, the Boston Bruins coming in third, Toronto in fourth place, Montreal in fifth, Ottawa in sixth, Detroit in seventh, and of course, rounding out at the bottom, the Buffalo Sabres. And that is all based on your votes throughout this stream, as we have gone division by division and done your standings predictions. So that is going to bring us to the end of this one, guys. Thank you all so much for participating, for watching, for having some fun with me tonight. I love doing this stream. It's always a great time. And like I said, I obviously will be doing my predictions before the season starts, and those should be out in early October. So That's pretty much what I've got for tonight. Will, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate all of you guys watching. Thank you guys so much for all still supporting the channel and being part of the community here. Like we were talking about earlier, we are less than a month away from hockey. Preseason starts in just about 10 days. Until preseason games begin. Regular season starts in less than a month, 4 weeks. October 12th is opening night. Super excited to get hockey back. Obviously, I'm going to be streaming as many games as I can, and I am really, really excited for the new season, guys. Halloween merch. This is just one of 4 Halloween designs I have out in the merch store right now, available for the months of September and October. Every little bit helps the channel so much and is greatly appreciated. Special edition Halloween. It's my favorite, one of my favorite holidays, my favorite time of the year. And you guys can always check out the merch store links in the description of this and every single video I post on the channel to get your hands on some of this stuff. That's pretty much going to do it, guys. We've been on for almost 2 hours. It was great getting a chance to talk to all of you. It was great to see you guys in the chat. So many familiar names from the channel. And hopefully I'll be seeing a lot more of you here as we get into hockey season and game streams coming back up and hockey, the NHL being back, which is what we're all going to be really excited for. So again, thank you guys all so much for the support. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do for the channel. And hopefully you guys are as excited for the new NHL season as I am. Really, really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And we've got over 6K subscribers now. Obviously, we're looking to add to that number as we get into the new season and be pushing towards 10K soon. Prosperous, see you later. Thank you so much for stopping in. Much appreciated. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your week. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll obviously have some recorded videos coming out each of the next few days. And it was great to get to see you all and talk to you all again. So that's going to do it for me here tonight. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Talk to you guys soon. And we are almost back to the start of hockey. I cannot wait. And I hope you guys are excited too. And we'll have some game streams coming up here, hopefully for some preseason games really, really soon.